Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the B2B Outbound Marketing and Sales Automation series. By now, you should know my name, Dancho, and we do a lot of effort to find the best automation tools out there that could help you and your business to grow faster. When I say the best tools, well, we only show you the best. And for today, I actually have Mike Korba on the call. And I wanted to share his story because he is going to present user.com, an automation tool that I believe it could really help you all. So, Mike, welcome.
Thank you for invitation. I'm very happy to be your guest and be here.
Yeah, when we started the conversation on LinkedIn, I was like, this could be an interesting episode, but I don't want to go directly to the automation. I just wanted to first give you the opportunity to present who you are, what you do, so we have the background about you, Mike.
Okay, so I'm co-founder of user.com. I'm in the company. We are almost 7 years, but rather 6 years company. We are a marketing automation tool and customer data platform. So we gather data about our customers, users. So we serve e-commerce businesses, mobile application businesses, some marketplaces. We call our ideal persona like smart online business. And what user.com does is we are tracking the activity of your users on your website, inside your mobile application, and also in the physical stores, so in point of sales. Also, those data can be sent to us via API, and we track them similar to Google Analytics. So Google Analytics tracks each page hit, each event, every action that customer actually perform on your website or inside your mobile application. And this is what exactly user.com does. But the difference is that Google Analytics gives you anonymous data and user.com is rather like a CRM for online businesses. So we know that like Mike at user.com, this is my email, very simple, have clicked this, have went to this specific website, have added this product to cart. Yeah. And based on this data, we are able to build personalized experience in many channels like emails, push notifications, SMS notifications, but also mobile push notifications, but also whole on-site communication like live chat, chatbots, web push, or pop-ups, landing pages. So we are like all-in-one tool for marketing and sales automations. Sometimes we cover also some support or success activities. So we have a knowledge base, we have a ticketing system. Yeah. So this is what user.com does. And in terms of my story, I've joined like a startup. So user.com was a very, very small team. I was the oldest one while joining this project, and I was the first sales guy. So I was like selling the product. It turned out that it's pretty simple to sell it because the technology was great. So I thought that I will like project some bigger goal, and I saw that our customers have problems with getting positive ROI from our technology because implementation process and planning process was a bit hard for them. So I became the first expert of the implementation team, and I've built whole implementation team, and then I've moved rather to our marketing supporting sales. So currently I'm CCO, Chief Commercial Officer. So like I'm responsible for whole business perspective, like marketing, sales, and success and support. Yeah. So before user.com, I had another startup, and previously I was working in advertising agency for more than 7 years. So, and before advertising agency, I was like marketing expert. So more than 20 years actually in the marketing industry, in marketing automation, especially I'm from 7 years. Yeah. So this is me.
As I'm listening to you, Mike, because usually, you know, when it comes to data, is statistics general. And since you have individual data, you're actually doing micro targeting, hyper personalization messages, not on a base of, I don't know, gender groups or general interest, but you can see exactly each individual user, what kind of behavioral things they're doing on the website, on the app, or anywhere. And based on that, trigger different marketing activities, right?
Yeah, exactly. So in B2B companies, there are CRMs. Yeah. So sales guys can like write down, I was on the coffee, I was on the call with this customer. He said this and this thing. So the next activity is like calling him in 2 weeks with a follow-up or sending him an offer. In terms of online businesses, where we have like much wider audience, like we have hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of customers, it's really hard to do this like B2B face-to-face personalization or like tracking. You have to get technology to track your activity. And in online businesses like e-commerce or as I said, marketplaces or any like smart online businesses, there are platforms which is called CDP, so customer data platform. So the platform where automatically you send all the data about your user. You said like transactional data, what he have bought, but you say you can grab also behavioral data. So what he actually perform on your website in terms of e-commerce, what kind of products he have seen, what kind of products he have added to cart. And based on the data, you can like personalize his experience in all the channels of the communication.
That's really nice, Mike. And I'm just curious personally, how many users do I need to have for this to have sense? Because, you know, if I have 3 clients in total, then I don't really need the behavioral data to tell me who is doing what. But is there like a recommended or minimum amount of traffic or users that are coming to you that it has sense to start utilizing this kind of marketing automation?
As I said, our clients sometimes have millions of contacts. Yeah, like our biggest clients are sending like 40 million emails per month. So they are really, really huge. Yeah, like databases of like 2 million users, 3 million users. But this is like this upper end, as you said. I wouldn't say that there is like minimum amount of those users. Like our service in this minimum package is based on 10,000 contacts. So this is like a minimum package. And if your database is growing, you have to you are paying per thousands of customers. So it's obvious that if you have like 100 or 200 customers or potential leads, there won't be like economic it won't make sense to invest in such technologies. But if you are counting in of your contact base in thousands, probably there will be opportunity to like automate. But depending on different models and like margins in market, it it can be like different scopes, because if we are selling, for example, cars through internet or apartments, like the value of like one potential sale is pretty huge. Yeah. But those numbers, like several thousands of customers, make sense to invest in automation. It makes sense to nurture them. If you have like, I don't know, hundreds of customers or hundreds of potential leads, probably it will be like shooting from like to a very small target with a really huge gun. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's why I was curious. On the upper level, of course, the more the merrier. The more data you have, the more personalization. So I was curious more on the low end, but I think that now I understand your point. And Mike, while we're discussing about, well, upper lines and lower lines, how is the user.com positioned on the market? I mean, there are quite a lot of automation tools. Some are into the data platform, some are more on the altruist platform. So how is your solution positioned on the market?
Couple of years ago, we started as a small startup. We were like alternative to Intercom. I don't know if you are familiar with this software. So one of the main channels of the communication was this live chat with like chatbots and knowledge base included. So we grown as alternative to Intercom. So like you didn't have to use Intercom with connections to a CRM like Pipedrive and to connect it with like Mailchimp or OneSignal. You have it in one tool, but this alternative to the Intercom at the beginning of our journey was like position on the market. But we saw that we've built a very big, full of features tool, and our customers weren't like small SaaS businesses who need like chat and automatic support, but rather like partners who can help them into the process of building this customer-centric experience, great customer experience. So we rather focus on the bigger customers. And currently, if I would have to mention our biggest competitors, it would be Emarsys, it can be like Salesforce Marketing Cloud, sometimes Marketo, sometimes like Eloqua from Oracle. So those are like, this is the market we are operating in. And in terms of, if you are asking the position, where are we on the market? If you don't want to go with the Salesforce Marketing Cloud, one of three reasons. You don't want to have a vendor lock, because like going with such big player is many times going into vendor lock. You have to deliver KPIs in next quarter, and you don't have time for like 12 quarters. So 3 years of the implementation, experimentation phase. And you need to like, don't over invest in that technology. Probably so you are like value for money, very cautious. Probably we have a great fit. Yeah. So, and you are probably online business. Yeah. So you are like, your website or your mobile application are really important in that customer journey. So this is our position in terms of positioning over competitors. But in terms of like the value we bring is, we say that we transform the data chaos into relevant experience without the dev time. So we are like a no code, low code, API first platform. So you don't have to, at the beginning, probably you will need some part of working with your IT team, but after the implementation, the marketer can build all the flows, all the very advanced automation flows without any help of IT. So this is where we are on the market.
Nice. And Mike, I have just one side question that I'm just thinking about. User.com, how did you get your hands on that domain? It looks really precious domain. It's really not with a lot of letters. So you bought the domain from the start. It was the name of the company, user.com?
No, the first name was User Engage. We've started as a userengage.io as a startup 7 years ago. Then we've decided to buy userengage.com, and it's also a cool name because it was about engaging users. But then at the end of 2018, at the beginning of 2019, we get a financial round. So we didn't go with a VC way. We were bootstrapped for quite a long time, but we've decided to get a round from industry investor. It was Vercom Group, so like company who invest in email service providers, SMS service providers, push service providers, and they were looking for this CDP marketing automation tool, and they invested in us. And we thought, okay, so when we have money, and because we were bootstrapped for a pretty long time. So what could be a good asset for us? And like domain was one of them, because it's a red ocean. It's a very competitive landscape of market. So we have a really huge competitors, and we've decided that like a short name will be some way of like competing on this market. So we've decided to buy it. It wasn't expensive from my perspective. We paid $150K dollars for it. So
that's expensive for a domain.
I think not. I think that it was like 4 letters in .com with a native meaning. It might sound expensive, but like we've started negotiations at 400K euros, and right now I think the value of the domain is much bigger.
Well, they say now the domains are real estate, so you can buy it, you can keep it, and especially user.com is really nice name. That's why I wanted to ask you. And Mike, while we talk about the user.com, I'm sure that the listener would also like to have a sneak peek of how the software works, what kind of functionalities they can be used. So maybe you can give us a tour of the software, of the automation, and what kind of magic it does.
Sure. So let me share your screen. Yes. So as a user.com, we are, as I said, a customer data platform. So we track the activity on the page view, on the website, on the mobile views, mobile application, and we are building that flow in many channels. So for the purpose of this demo, I will show it on this e-commerce shop. As I said, we grown as an alternative of the intercom, and this live chat with the knowledge base is still a very important channel of the communication among our customers. So when we will install this widget on our website through an add-on or through Google Tag Manager, just this pixel from user.com have to be installed on our website. We are tracking our users. This is me on this specific page, and you see that like if I will enter, for example, the main website, you see in my profile that
Updated.
at December, I've entered this specific website. If I will go to some product page and add this product to the cart, so you can see in my profile that all this activity that like I've went to this hummingbird printer sweater and I view this product and I've added this product to the cart, everything is visible. So you have some attributes of mine. So this is my email address. This is not my phone number. I think it was testing based on GeoIP. You see that I'm currently in Poland, in Warsaw. So I'm using the Mac OS, and the Chrome browser, and all those data are visible. The cool thing is that we are starting tracking users not on the while they are anonymous. So when I will enter through the incognito mode through this application, you can see that in the data section, some new user have occurred, like Indigo Tail, random name, have first visit from a few seconds ago.
I don't know who it is.
I don't know who it is, but like I can browse this website and I can see some products, and those activities are still visible in my platform. If I will come to this website from a specific source, for example, from a specific campaign, UTM campaign, Black Friday, from that specific URL, this information also will be seen in my profile that I've came from this specific bulk Friday. And if I will leave my data, it can be leaving my data via chat. It can be like submitting some form like test demo podcast at user.com. It can be
No, I was guess will it update the email now with the profile?
But the whole history of the user are still visible, so you can see from what source I have come. You can easily like segment your users. So show me all users to whom I have email. Like email has any value, and you see that like this is a small application, 116 users. But with email, I have 73 of them. But show me all users to whom I have email. And last seen was during last 7 days. Like less than 7 days. With those two filtering conditions, I have like 4 users. But you can also filter from this specific product. So show me all users to whom I have email, have been seen through last 7 days ago, but also have for example, added product to the cart. So add product to the cart, which product contains in the name this hummingbird. So you can, and those are like 2 of those users. So you can like segment your database on the very, very precise way. You can of course send, so if we have like those data on one hand, you can send several campaigns, and of course those messages on inbox, it's this live chat, I've written it here, this text demo, I can like answer it, and you will see those answers on this anonymous couple of seconds ago user. So this is like live chat is one of channels of the communication, but you can send like also emails, campaigns, also SMS, web push, mobile push notification. It's like channels of the communications, and you can of course send newsletters or like some promotional campaigns, those like single ones. You create as similar as an email service provider. Yeah, you can like use some layouts. You can like build using a drag and drop builder, those email builder. Yeah, you can use like some countdowns and many features. Even if you have like a product, you can use AI and get suggestions what kind of like call to action would be a proper one. If you want to be a friendly one, you should like do a start the journey, explore students. If you want to sound bold, you should like go with start now, enroll today. So we have several like those AI implementations elements. Of course, you can set up an A/B test. You can choose from which SMTP you want to send this email, and you are choosing those users to whom you can send. You can directly filter this specific users, or you can like choose some predefined segments you've created before, which will be connected. But if you, on the first step, want to choose this single campaign, like single sendings, but choose the automated one, you see that on the steps, you don't have this audience. Yeah. And this is where the real magic happens, because you can build those customers' stories, those scenarios of the automations right on the flow. So, for example, if some person will visit the pricing page, yeah, so he enters URL which contains pricing. You can check, what do you know about this user? Is he an anonymous user, or is he a known one? Yeah. Email is unknown, and only for this anonymous traffic, you can like show him a pop-up 10 ways how
the chatbot can write them a message.
It can be a chatbot, but it can also be a like pop-up, yeah, with some lead generation. If he will submit this pop-up, of course, you can send him an email. So this is like a simplest automation. There are some triggers, there are some conditions, and there are some actions. But you can build it much more advanced. So, for example, after showing this pop-up, you can like delay it couple of seconds, for example, 10 seconds, then check if this pop-up have been submitted or not. Yeah, if it have been submitted, this journey is covered through this email. But if you haven't submitted, you can like reach out to him via like live chat message, like, hey, I see you're looking at our pricing page, maybe I can help you. But if he is like browsing your website during the night and you don't want to like engage him with like automatic messages, you want to like send this automatic messages, but like seen as it's like actually from the people, you can send it like between 9 and 5, 6. I will send it like a message out of the like actual agent. But besides that, I will send like live chat message, chatbot message. Yeah. And this chatbot message can build the flow. If he answered this, send him another chat message.
You can build the whole automation sequence.
Yeah, you can build the whole automation sequence. And because we are also a simple CRM where you can like manage your pipeline, yeah, you can create if it's like fitting your ideal persona, you can create a deal, you can create automatically an activity for your sales team. You can like send emails from your sales team, like using their email address like Gmail or Outlook, like, hi, I saw you talked with our chatbot. Here is my like scheduler. So please choose the time you want to fit. And you can, of course, notify the agents using like email or using some Slack notifications and others. Hey, check out this guy, etc., etc. Yeah. So we have a lot of automation templates depending on the industry and depending on the goal you want to generate. There are like pre-built scenarios which you can like inspire from. Some of them are pretty simple. Some of them might be much more advanced, but this is like a template which you can adjust to your specific needs. Yeah. So
got it.
This is us.
Mike, we are running out of time. I'm looking at the watch. But if I can summarize, so you have data and you have a lot of data. Based on that data, you can do a lot of filtering. So you can segment the market into different, even individual person. And from the segment, you can do different campaigns, out of which some can be as a one-time, but most can be even like a automated campaigns where if this is triggered by this, then do this. If this is triggered by this from the data, or if he clicks here, or if he does a particular activity, you can create different campaigns in real time. It's not click send a newsletter, but it's actually live.
It's a real-time communication. Yeah. So rescuing abandoned cards, rescuing abandoned processes, but also onboarding communication when you are creating like some account in the service. You can onboard your customers. You can reactivate your customers. So for example, if customer was like buying several times in your store, but he from some reasons are not returning currently, you can like reach out to him. Hey, we miss you. Yeah. But also many elements of like NPS survey, customer satisfaction surveys, everything can be covered by such solution as user.com.
Got it. And I was just curious for one more thing, Mike, as I was listening to you. The whole solution is based on data. How did it affected you now, the GDPR, the data protection thing, that you need to put permission for the cookies? Is that affecting the businesses now?
In terms of like, we are first-party data. Yeah. So we are not based on third-party data, but we are like a CRM. So depending on the specific use cases, you can say that if people are logging into your application, those tracking what you are doing, what they are doing inside your store, it's a similar feature to like cameras in the physical store. So of course, people have to accept that cookie policy, but sometimes we have like a usage that communications which are sent from such customer data platform are not only like marketing communication, but also a service communication. So in terms of this cookieless world and customers being more conscious about the privacy and those elements, I would say that it's when GDPR have came, like everybody was thinking, oh my God, like such softwares as user.com will have to disappear. And being honest, the trend was quite opposite, because before, if you have another tool for emails, another tool for SMS, another tool for a CRM, and another tool for, I don't know, push notification, and some customer have called you via phone and say, forget about me, so delete all my data. It was really hard for companies to like delete all. Okay, I have like phone number, but I don't know which email address it is. So it turned out that our solutions also helps company to be GDPR compliant, to like get all those rules. So
But it has
in
perfect
terms,
sense, Mike, because with the GDPR is how you send data to third parties, and if you don't use third parties, you have everything in-house. Well, you don't move the data around to different places, to different companies, but everything is stored in a single place.
Yeah. So we are a CRM. Yeah. So you can have data about your users, and being honest, users expect personalized experience. So they expect personalized offers, and this can be achieved only based on the data you own. So like both laws, of course, they customers are more conscious about like the consequences. But if you want to build a great experience, you don't have to be afraid about those elements. Yeah, just have a proper like cookies, and we are like European company, and our databases are in France. We, for the biggest customers, also we can be like self-hosted, so we can be installed. We are cloud agnostic, so we can be installed on your bare metal servers, but we can be installed also in your private cloud. So from that perspective, only our market is growing thanks to this
nice
laws.
And Mike, one more question before we wrap this up. I was curious about the future plans. I mean, where is this data-driven platform / marketing automation headed? I mean, 2023 is in front of us, so what are the plans for user.com?
The last year we were like focusing on loyalty program. So besides of like changing some tweaks in our software, like improving the chatbot experience, the loyalty program was one of the biggest feature we delivered in 2020. And from the business perspective, we are focusing right now of like making a usage of this loyalty program. So combining product recommendations, connecting omni-channel experience from this business perspective. But in terms of like where we feel that the change is coming, for sure, it's like AI and everything related to it. We have our own data scientist groups. So right now our AI is was more focused on product recommendations for e-commerce businesses. But what OpenAI and ChatGPT have shown a couple of weeks ago is something that we will definitely try to like include in our system, because you have to remember that like live chat and this knowledge base is still like very important in our service. So we are thinking about like implementing some elements of machine learning and AI implementation in our tool.
Yeah, I saw you had already some smart, like tell me the button to make it more smart, but probably
it's not only that, like choose the best time to send this email, but also this product recommendation based on this data, what kind of products should be in email. Yes. So there are like small tweaks. But right now, the biggest issue is to like create like automated answers for all customers.
Mike, we have to finish now because I'm looking at the watch at the same time. I want to make this as exciting recordings as possible, but also not to make them hour long. I would really love to thank you for coming to the show. For everybody that is interested, how they can find a bit more, the website, where they can actually go and see a bit more about
user.com and schedule a demo is like the best way to like find something out about our software. And if you want to like talk with me about like marketing technology, I have the simplest email possible, mike@user.com. I also launch a podcast. It can be found on YouTube. It's called Martech Well Done. Also on the website martechwelldone.com. You can subscribe to it.
Nice. Well, I'll make sure that we add them to the website, because we have it on our website, who is the speaker, and several links right underneath you, Mike.
Sure.
So I hope that people that are interested will reach out to you and try to see how they can utilize this technology into their business, because at the end of the day, the whole purpose of this marketing and sales automation series is to show people what kind of tools are already out there, what kind of platforms or automation usages, so they can actually speed up the growth of their businesses. Mike, Thank you very much again for coming to the show, and for everybody out there, it was a pleasure presenting this automation, user.com, and we stay in touch.
Stay in touch. Thank you very much.